and Medical College. Today I'll be presenting our study, Turning the Corner, Life-Saving Potential of Timely CABG Intervention. Here is a brief overview of what we'll cover in the entire presentation, starting from introduction, objectives, methodology, results, discussion, conclusion, and recommendations. With an aging population, the incidence of coronary artery disease and acute coronary syndrome results in an increasing need for CABG. According to a comprehensive review based in England, older adults now comprise 35 to 40% of ACS cases requiring CABG. The STITCH trial vouches for CABG superiority to PCI for complex multi-vessel disease in significantly improving survival, lowering complications, and enhancing quality of life despite advanced age. The objective of our study was therefore to assess the outcomes of emergency CABG in high-risk elderly patients, focusing on morbidity, mortality, and the impact of risk assessment, timely intervention, and the ERAS protocol. This was a retrospective study from September 2023 to September 2024, recruiting 8 participants of isolated emergency CABG via purposive sampling. We included the patients with age greater than 70 who had multiple comorbids, were intubated in the ER, had a GCS of greater than 8, were on inotropes, and were operated within 6 hours of referral. The patients who received resuscitation of 30 minutes had no intrinsic brain or heart activity or had CABG with additional procedures were excluded. All our patients underwent CABG with a single aortic cross clamp and cardioplegia, ensuring a streamlined approach. The ERAS protocol was implemented from the OR, focusing on optimizing peri-op and post-op care. The average age of our participants was 78.5 years, out of which 1 was female. 25% of our participants had an LVEF of less than 30. The most common comorbid was hypertension, followed by diabetes. 2 patients required CPR in the emergency room. The average Euro score was 15.38 and the average fertility was 5.4. All patients required at least 3 grafts. The average pump time was 95 minutes and the average clamp time was 85 minutes. 75% participants were extubated in less than 24 hours. The average hospitalization was 7.4 days. No in-hospital mortality was reported. However, morbidity included TIA, bronchiectasis, urinary retention, retrosternal collection, and leg cellulitis. High-risk elderly patients make up to 43% of all cardiac surgeries, mostly presenting with low ejection fraction, frailty, and comorbids which directly impact CABG outcomes. Higher Euro and frailty scores are reported to correlate to longer ICU stay, delayed extubation, higher morbidity, which is also reinforced in our study. The ERAS protocol is strongly recommended to enhance recovery, and the average hospital stay of 7 days demonstrates the effectiveness of structured peri-op and post-op care, even in emergency surgeries. The emergency CABG in the elderly, regardless of its high risks, still proves beneficial. Despite the limited sample size, no mortality seen in our study highlights the potency of optimized care. Therefore, we recommend standardizing ERAS protocol, early extubation strategies, and multimodal pain control, along with multi-center longitudinal studies to evaluate quality of life, functional recovery, and rehab strategies. Here are the key references for my presentation. Thank you all for your valuable time. I also extend my gratitude to my team for their continuous support. Please feel free to reach out via email for inquiries or potential collaborations. Thank you so much.